Authority chasing the bad guys. The bad guys running. Authorities cross jurisdiction. Bad guys being chased. Both vehicles in the chase at this point hit a breaking through the traffic and the rules of the traffic. Red light, stop sign. Both vehicles were just while authorities in pursuit, and the chase is on. The vehicle being chased. They're both going through the same rules and the same lights that were being violated and stop signs. And then what happens is the car being chased crashes into violating the rules of the road. They both fly through this car hitting the car being chased hitting the car in front of them. And the chase just kept going, never stopped. Never stopped. Not the authorities, and nobody came to the sense that somebody was in that car and needed emergency help. So, child in the car, a mother and a father. Mother was brain damage from the impact. Child was in the car seat. Father disorientated. The only thing he could think of is to grab his son out of the car. The side of the mother was hit, and the doors, probably couldn't open, but he reached out for the son in the back. He got him out. As soon as he got him out, a truck comes, and the father and the son get struck by the truck in the same spot they were first hit by the authorities chasing the car in front of them. Now, the body of the father was found scattered around in pieces. The part where he grabbed the son and he had his arms around the son, his body part was still intact, and the son was found in the arms of the father. This probably was like the last second of care to save his son, and he did that. The son, alive, paralyzed for life. Diagnosed by the doctor. Mom, brain damage. So, When you out here and I'm trying to, and justice was never brought to the family. It was taken to court, and those that were supposed to be at fault and accountable for what happened to that family, they were off with no charges. They were off. They didn't have a dime to pay or anything from any suits that came about that. Also, in a family of a different settings, there's unsolved murders and damage done. Owners of a supermarket someone that was hired by the family supermarket had some issues, maybe outside in the streets and whatnot. Family's giving somebody a chance to, get a decent pay and get out the streets. Nobody really knows the story. It was just speculations because nobody, not even the detectives, gave us anything to go about that. The store owners, that family, one of them was paralyzed, shot in the back for life. And apparently, from what the detective says, the person they came to kill, the employee that they hired, that they have no connections with the supermarket owners, the family, and didn't know what and where and why people came in to murder him, and he got murdered. Unsolved mystery, unsolved case. Now you got a few cases there that in my family, and these are my family, my members, that authorities have all the time in the world to get their work in, and they inflict this nature with how they holding me against my own will, putting me against my own will, my life being taken for granted, enslaved, threatened, tortured, harassed throughout 20 years. They're here trying to catch what's good about me and where I come from and what I experienced. Now, when I say I want to make sure that the justice system is better than what it is, when I say have my license to secure and from security, had all the options to make it more, but I invested in being secure, looking at it from a perspective from where you could be in authorities and this could happen to people by authorities, and being in a perspective that there's things outside of the country, inside and out. I've worked for the 9/11 zone in spots where I would nevertheless, you will have to feel the threat coming or not, because it's right after the 9/11, right? Like I figured if there's people that are wearing a badge and they are abusing it, and there's people that are not using the badge to the best of their potentials, and there's people that's breaking the laws, I could prevent that. I have services for that. I have services that even if they don't evaluate here, I would go to another country and they're good enough to start a new force in their army, a new force in the law enforcement, in the streets with the pedestrians. A brand new force. I'll call it Scantrum X. And those that want to keep going every day, you think that harassing, stalking me because authorities say so, and you just want to keep doing things thinking that it's going to benefit you. It's like the cop chasing the bad guy. He wants to be the hero. He's going to get a better pay. He's going to get everything better for him, right? Not knowing that the surroundings and everything about what's happening in the moment is that you're putting people in danger, and people are in danger. Humanitarian for human rights and humanitarian rights, no matter what authority you got and whatever laws you change and you break and stuff, that humanitarian aspect of it won't go away for anything that you do in war or anything that you do in the streets, out and inside of the country. So when you keep coming and coming, you can't stop. You break jurisdiction. And because you have authorities and they could hide their points and their jurisdiction, and they don't keep it safe for everybody. It's just about them and their chase. And they coming after good people for no reason. Yeah, I'm going to tell you this. 2005 is like it was when I was born. From the first day. So, nothing that you did before and now to me, in this sense, is any different than this. You're doing your job. Oh, yeah, you could paint the picture. There's a danger, and you're going for yours. Nobody is top secret, or you can't get into things with people. It's the same thing where they in their chase, and they know they're breaking their laws, harassing, stalking, putting people down mentally, physically, economically, and socially within their works. And they just keep going and doing it every day, right? And when you got people talking about these things, that they have more sense. When I say, then if it's like that, then you could catch a wheelchair. That's what you do. That's what you can do. You're here catching people. You're here playing with people that are making it safe mentally, physically, economically, and socially. That have all these strings, from traits to characteristics and the way they carry themselves. From my upcoming till now. You're here playing with the good ones that you need to protect, right? And you think I'm gonna take anything as a joke? Because you think I need a sense of humor? There's people that have unsolved murders and families that are paralyzed and gone. You could do better, right? You could do better. You want to catch something? Catch a wheelchair. When you come around me, no matter who you are, where you come from, you just know that. You think it's good for me to not be able to have my voice and not speak my mind on real things that is really happening because you want a secret service or secret society to believe a story that you're putting out for your chase? Through words and your actions, harassing and stalking. Catch a wheelchair. Go catch a wheelchair. Since you got all this time to play around and joke around, catch a wheelchair. Because I don't have no problem with saying this certain situation, these people are not securing. These people are. I'm not holding any, there's no here holding any grudges. But a job that's done the way it's done is always going to be looked at for what is done. And what's done on everything. You could go all catch a wheelchair.